Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing very well. In today's lesson, we are going to learn very important linking and sequencing words that are commonly used in IELTS writing, speaking, presentation and formal English. Many students have a good ideas but they lose mark because their writing or speaking is not well organized. That is why linking words like firstly, secondly, furthermore, finally, and to conclude are extremely important. These words help you organize your ideas clearly, speak confidently and fluently, write well structured essay and reports, and score higher in IELTS, especially in coherence and cohesion. In this video, we will learn each word step by step. For every word, I will explain the meaning, when to use it, and give you a clear example that you can use in exams and real life. So listen carefully, repeat the sentence if possible, and try to use these words in your own speaking and writing. Now let's begin with our first word. Now let's start with number 1. Firstly, denoting the first in a sequence used to introduce the first point or item. Example sentence: firstly, we must gather all the necessary data. Is a noun with the same meaning, often used with the verb thirdly, etc. Another example: firstly, we must gather all, second, the necessary data, and why all the firstly. So firstly is the best way to begin structured answer in IELTS speaking and writing. Now number 2, secondly, denoting the second in a sequence used to introduce the second point or item. Example sentence: secondly, we must analyze the data collected. As a noun with the same meaning, often used with thirdly, finally, etc. Look at these examples carefully. Firstly, we must gather all necessary data and why the all necessary data. Secondly, help continue your idea smoothly after firstly. Now let's look at number 3, thirdly, denoting the third in a sequence used to introduce the third point or item. Example sentence: thirdly, we must implement the proposed solution. As a noun with the same meaning, often used with fourthly, finally, etc. So thirdly is a perfect when you are explaining multiple points in an organized way. Denoting the initial element or point, used to introduce the very first item in a list or sequence. First, we need to establish a clear plan. Is a noun or objective with the same meaning, often used with second, third, etc. First, we need to establish a clear plan and define your goal at the first step. First is a simple but powerful word. It is commonly used in both formal and informal English. Using first help you clearly start your ideas without sounding complimented. It is perfect for beginners as well as advanced speakers. Used to introduce a new point that supports the previous one, similar to in addition or moreover. Furthermore, the company has seen a significant increase in profits, often used in formal writing or speech. Connects idea and add information. The project is ahead of schedule. Furthermore, it is under budget, which is excellent news. Furthermore is a strong linking word. It adds extra supporting information and sound very formal. This word is highly recommended for IELTS writing task 2. It helps you develop ideas clearly and logically. Used to introduce the last point or item in a sequence, similar to in conclusion or lastly. Finally, we will review the project outcomes, often used in a formal writing or speech. Signals and the end of discussion or list. We have discussed the problems and proposed the solution. Finally, we must decide on the next steps. Finally, clearly show that you are ending your decision. It gives a strong closing to your answer. Examiner like this word because it shows the good organization and control over language. Noting the start of an action or process. Used to introduce the first step or point, similar to start or to commence. To begin, we must outline our main objective, often used in formal writing or speech. To begin the project, we will first conduct through needs assessment. To begin is a commonly used in presentation and meetings. It sounds formal and professional. It prefers the listener for what is coming next. Denoting the end or final part of something. Used to introduce the final thought or summary, similar to in conclusion or finally. To conclude, the result of the study are promising, often used in formal writing or speech. To conclude the presentation, we will summarize the key findings and opening the floor for questions. To conclude is perfect for summaries. It clear tell the listener that the discussion is ending. This word is extremely useful in academic and professional English. Coming immediately after the time of writing or speaking, following in order or sequence, similar to subsequent or following. The next item on the agenda is the budget review, often used as an adjective, adverb or preposition. We will discuss the marketing strategy next after we finish with the financial report. Next, help you move from one point to another smoothly. It is commonly used in meeting, instruction and explanations. It keeps your speech organized and clear. Used to add information to a previous statement, similar to in addition to or moreover. Can be used at the beginning, middle or end of a sentence. I like reading and I also enjoy painting. Often used to connect similar ideas. The company will provide lunch also. There will be refreshment in the evening. Also is a very common and useful word. It helps add extra information naturally. You can use it in daily conversation as well as in formal language. Using also make your sentence more complete and fluent. Word number 11 is a furthermore. Furthermore is used to introduce a new point that support or strengthen the previous idea. It is similar to phrase like in addition, moreover or besides. However, furthermore sound more formal and academic, which makes it perfect for IELTS writing. We usually use this word when we want to continue an argument and add strong supporting informations. For example, the plane is too expensive. Furthermore, it is not practical. Here, the second adds another reason to support the first idea. Another example is the new software is faster. Furthermore, it is a more secure and user-friendly. In IELTS Writing Task 2, using furthermore help improve coherence and cohesion. It shows that your ideas are logically connected. So remember, use furthermore when you want to add an important supporting point in a formal way. Number 12 is moreover. Moreover is used to add extra information that support when has just been said. It is very similar to furthermore and in addition, and it is commonly used in formal writing. For example, the cost is too high. Moreover, the quality is poor. This sentence clearly adds another negative point. Another example is the report is accurate. Moreover, it is concise and easy to understand. In IELTS writing, Moreover, is a very useful when building strong arguments. It helps you move smoothly from one idea to the next. Use moreover when the second point adds extra weight to your argument. This will make your writing sound confident and well structured. The word number 13 is in addition. In addition is used to add a new piece of information to a sentence or ideas. It is similar to also, moreover, and furthermore, but it is slightly more flexible. It often starts a new sentence. For example, she read the first chapter. In addition, she finished the whole book. Another example is the library has a large collection of novels. In addition, it offers academic journals and reference books. In writing task, in addition is a very common and safe to use. It helps connected related ideas and clearly without sounding too complex. So remember, use in addition when you simply want to add more information in a clear and polite way. Word number 15 is a besides. Beside is used to add a point that is separate but related to what has already been said. It can be used at the beginning or middle of a sentence. For example, he is an excellent writer. Beside, he is a skilled public speaker. Another example is the library has many novels. Besides, it offers a wide range of academic journals. In spoken English, besides sound natural and friendly. In writing, it is slightly less formal than further or moreover. So use besides when you want to add an extra point is a related but clear way. Word number 16 is a as well or as well as. This phrase is used to add more information to previous statement. For example, she plays the piano and she sings well. When we use as well as, we usually connect two items. The company provides lunch as well as snacks. This phrase is very commonly in both spoken and written English. It sounds natural and easy to understand. In IELTS speaking as well help you answer sound fluent. In writing as well as help connect ideas smoothly. Remember, as well usually comes at the end of sentence. Word number 17 is above all. Above all is used to emphasize the most important point. It means more than anything else or most importantly. For example, he values his family above all else. Another example is we must be honest. Above all, it is the foundation of trust. In IELTS Writing Task 2, above all is very useful in conclusions. It clearly shows priority and importance. Use above all when you want the examiner to notice your main ideas. Word number 18 is in the same way. This phrase is used to compare two similar action or situations. It is similar to similarly or likewise. For example, she treats her friends with kindness. In the same way, she respects strangers. Another example is just as a thief needs good tools, in the same way a writer needs good vocabulary. In IELTS writing, this phrase is very useful when making comparisons. It shows logical thinking and strong linking skills. Word number 19 is not only but also. This structure connects two related ideas and adds emphasis to the second one. For example, she is not only intelligent but also very hardworking. Another example is The company not only offers a good salary but also provide excellent benefits. In IELTS writing, this structure is excellent for showing range and control of grammar. Make sure both parts of the sentence are grammatically balanced. Use correct not only but also make your writing more powerful. Word number 20 is equally. Equally is used to show that two or more things are the same in importance, degree, or value. For example, she is equally talented in music and art. Another example is the company value innovations. It is quickly committed to sustainability. In IELTS writing, equally is when comparing idea fairly. It shows balance and clarity. Using equally correctly help your writing sound mature and academic. Let's begin with the word likewise. Likewise is used to show that something is similar to what has just been mentioned. It words like in the same way, also, or similarly. We often use likewise when we want to show that two people's action or idea share the same quality or behavior. For example, she is a hard worker. Her brother is likewise very diligent. Here, likewise clearly show that both people have the same quality. In IELTS writing, you can use likewise to connect ideas smoothly without repeating the same words again and again. Now let's move to similarly. Similarly is used when two or more things are alike in some way. It is slightly more formal and very common in IELTS Task 2 essays. It words like in the same way or just as. For example, the first movie was a success. Similarly, the sequel is a big hit. This sentence shows that both movies had the same result. You can also use similarly when comparing skill or abilities. She is good at math. Similarly, she excels in physics and chemistry. This helps you writing sound logical, clear, and academic. Finally, let's understand correspondingly. This word is used to show a direct relationship or result. It means when one thing changes, another thing changes as a result. It is very useful in charts, reports, and cause-effect sentences in IELTS. For example, the demand of product increased, correspondingly, the production rate was stepped up. Here, the increase is in demand directly causes an increase in the production. Another example, as the team skill improve correspondingly, the project outcome become more successful. This is a so clear connection between cause and effect. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this lesson helped you understand firstly, secondly, thirdly, and many more in clear and simple way. If you found this lesson video is helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more IELTS and English speaking lessons. Keep practicing, stay confident, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and happy learning.